My name is Aisha. Welcome to One Elder Speaks. I wanted to kind of recap the year as just to keep everybody up to speed as to what's been going on, and especially for the last couple of months. Last year, actually, let's just go back to it. The pandemic and being off of work and actually sitting at home and getting a paycheck to just be. I was able to really touch my spirituality in a more tangible way than I had before. I was given the opportunity to really delve into who I am and who I want to become and what I want to do with myself here on this plane of existence. And it just solidified my alignment to good, and it made me happy. That I will always appreciate the time that I was given to not worry and to delve into more spiritual practices and to, disconnect from the mundane world for just a moment. That was a godsend. That was glorious. But at the end of the year, 2021, I realized I had to go ahead and get back on the job track. I had to be able to make my bills and do everything that needs to be done. So I ran into a little bit of a snag that caused a delay in my job search. And so that kind of racked up, some issues for me. But when I did get back to the job search and got a job and thought, okay, now I can relax a little bit and I can get caught up at this point. And that's when I realized, inflation has really crippled us. The people that were making better than minimum wage. People who are making minimum wage or I'm flabbergasted now by what's going on. Now having to jump back into work mode and having to jump back into working all those hours and coming home and working some more because housework, dinner, of responsibilities, all those things, and finally being able to sit down an hour before you really need to go trotting off to sleep. I kind of got away a little bit from the spiritual stuff and was delving very deeply into the mundane. But it's time for me to get back. One of the things I have, the spiritual practices that I put in place during the pandemic and after the pandemic was pretty much over and stuff, are still serving me. And I'm grateful for that. And I don't really want to lose the footing that I've found during this time. And so I'm having to still be mindfully aware of what I'm thinking and how I'm projecting myself and how I'm expressing, and really wrestle in the thoughts. Because for me, that was everything. Your thinking your thoughts are the driver, and that's how you get from one place to another. And so if your thoughts are muddled in lower vibrational stuff like anger, jealousy, depression, which is anger turned inward, spite, hate. These are all lower vibrational energies and are not going to, if you're driving the bus with that, you're going to end up in some pretty awful places. If you drive the bus with compassion, if you drive the bus with optimism, if you drive the bus with gratitude and dedicate yourself to the truth, to finding out the truth and also to speaking the truth and being the truth, then your bus is going to find wonderful places for you to exist in. I wish to solidify this and to keep solidifying it and keep moving forward on my spiritual path. Period. That's number one, what I'm here to do. And I'm communicating this stuff to you because I hope that you can, get something from what I'm saying or something from my experiences that will help you to also further your spiritual path. Because I'm telling you, it's the one thing that gives my life meaning, is being dedicated to truth and to love and to the collective as a whole, like what's good for all of us, what's good for the planet. These are the things that are important to me, and these are the things that I want to advance. Now, in order to get by in a time period where inflation is a thing not just for the poorest classes, but for the middle class, and will affect all of us in a most devastating way, I wish to keep thinking forward. How do I work with this? Our ability to adapt is everything. As humans, that is our strong point. It's like we're going to think outside of the box just so we can figure out how to get through all this nonsense, And so I have decided that I'm going to offer personal tarot card readings. I've been reading tarot for a long time. Geez, is it 40 years? Yeah, at 40 years, a little over 40 years, I guess. And I felt very comfortable reading tarot cards, at least in the last 30. So I'll be offering personal readings. Basically, you'll get in touch with me through my email, which is oneelderspeaks@gmail.com. All of those are spelled out. There's no spaces, no dots, nothing like that. And I'll give you the information regarding it. You have a choice of a 10-minute reading, a 20-minute reading, or a 50-minute reading, and respectively for $15, $30, and $60. And I just wanted to kind of also give you a little bit more of an understanding of what these readings would be about. I probably will be doing some more readings on this channel. And offering, just trying to get my stuff out there, and also kind of give you an idea of what kind of reading you're probably going to see. Because I did a lot of my initial healing before the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies took over the medical community. A lot of what I was learning was that everything is about thinking. Where's your thinking at? Where's your brain at? Where's your mind doing? And to be the master of that, so that you drive the bus and not your programs. Okay? For the collective. Okay, so this is us shining through, like really finding ourselves and shining through. This is the Queen of Wands. And she's beset with a lot of obstacles. She has been dealing with a lot of different things. She's not giving up, though. The Queen of Wands is actually incredibly resilient and very resourceful. Unforeseen circumstances that come in swiftly and can be somewhat jarring. This is the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. But still, there's enthusiasm there's still enthusiasm that's still driving the bus. That's why she can still fight against all these obstacles that are coming through and still be inspired and still have a vision for the future. I don't think things are going to calm down anytime soon. Because this is the Eight of Wands, and that's like motion, movement, messages, all that stuff. And it doesn't look like anything's going to calm down anytime soon. So we're just going to have to adapt as humans. That's what we do. Let's see, the Five of Swords. Upside down. I like that. The Five of Swords can be difficulties, especially in social groups or in like places where you have to deal with other people. There's a lot of different energies coming in, and not everybody has a clean agenda, if I can say that. And the Seven of Wands upside down. Let's see. But you feel like, it's interesting because it's upside down. I'm seeing that you feel like you don't feel hemmed in. You feel like you still have options, like you still have, it's weird. I don't think that you're taking all these little conflicts and things that people are doing or saying or making, trying to create difficulties. You're not like taking it on as your own energy. You're just looking at it as a bystander. So it's like you don't have to be affected by those energies. They're there. They're certainly within your sphere, but you certainly don't have to have anything to do with that. And I like that approach. That's actually very healthy. Yeah. Yeah, you're just an observer. Other people see you as lacking strategy. That's okay. They can see you however they want to see you, actually. That doesn't make it the truth. You really want all the comforts that life can bring, but there's a part of you that's also afraid of doing anything to bring all that about. And that's that fear of success stuff. And so you're going to want to sit and ponder about that fear of success stuff. You really are. Because when you're meeting in difficult times with a lot of different energies coming in, it may be okay for you to sit back and just observe for a while. It does look like this energy is upside down, so I would say basically it's lessened. You're just not attached to it. You're just not attached to it. And it says go ahead and sit back and allow those things to happen and just be calm. Things are moving. Things are moving. And that's always a good thing, okay? Nothing stays the same. You may not ever find out, this is interesting, you may not ever really find out the truth in regards to all the things that are going on over here, but you also don't have to be a party to it. And I think that's really the takeaway here. You don't have to be a party to the confusion. You don't have to be a party to the ill thoughts, ill wills, whatever going on. You may want to just allow this to carry you to the next frame in the movie. I think you will find allies, so people to talk to discuss these things with. And you will move away from difficulty after a period of time. I don't think you have to do anything to move away from it either. And this may be like the death knell. This might be where it just passes and you're done with that. Is there any advice? Yeah. The advice is, don't get emotionally caught up in all this. The Queen of Cups is upside down. Don't get emotionally caught up with all this nonsense, okay? Do what needs to get done. Carry the burdens that you need to carry. Take on the responsibilities that you need to take on. And try to connect yourself with your passion, with your art. The Page of Cups, yes, take on the responsibilities, and especially in regards to the any art that you're into, or anything that really brings out the more spiritual and emotional side of yourself. Don't get wrapped up in the nonsense, and see the matrix for what it is, because the matrix is what it is. You have a certain degree of look at the matrix for what it is, because who you are is a spiritual being having a physical experience, and the matrix is the physical experience. And it's okay to step back from it a little bit and allow it to just unfold. And then once everything is resettled, then you can get yourself resettled again. This is to kind of give you an idea of what a reading with me is going to be like. And I can get a lot of information in 10 minutes. We can certainly cover at least one question. And for more minutes, we can probably cover a few more. I don't mind doing rapid fire questions. Those are the funnest. When you've got question after question after question. I don't really want to look into, I'm not going to be able to tell you whether your significant other is messing around on you, because I'm not interested in looking into somebody else's stuff. I'm basically, it's going to be focused on you and where you're at and what you need to focus on. And just to let you know, in my state, these things I'll have to say for entertainment purposes only. So take it for what you will, but I am in service to the collective, and this is a way for me to offer my services to the collective, and hopefully to benefit from as well, just to get by. And I hope to keep giving you guys more information on dealing with this world, and still being a spiritual being in a physical reality, and just getting better every day. Every stinking day. I hope the absolute best for you, and hopefully we'll see you on the fly. Talk to you later.